This part, we're going to share some good news from the continent of Asia. In 2007, 5 brothers in Bangalore faced persecution for sharing their faith, and they were imprisoned by the police by putting false allegations against them.
I will never forget the day in my life. One of those evenings I was out with my friend, evangelizing, and we invited one of those guys, probably from one of the radical groups in India who are against Christians, and we were not aware of it. And he asked us, would you like to come back and teach us more about the Bible? But they had created a trap for us. And when we went back, a group of 10 people slowly surrounded us, and they started asking so many unnecessary questions. Why do you do this? They started threatening us. So we thought of running away, but then we couldn't do it because there were too many people. Then they slowly started beating us up, and they hit us on the head, they hit us on the knees, and all over the body. I mean, they just kept hitting us. And probably they were beating us for 20 minutes. And as they were beating us up, these 3 brothers, they also came in, and they tried to stop them from beating us. But they didn't listen to us, and they continued to beat us. And after a while, the police people came over, and so we thought probably, now it's all over. And it was a huge trap, and the government was behind it. And they started falsely accusing us and beat us up. It was so hard because we thought the police or the people is going to protect us. But when they started mistreating us, we couldn't really handle it. And I started crying, and I couldn't just bear this pain. And because I was never beaten up in a public place like that. And then in the middle of the night, they took us to the judge, and the judge signed our accusations, and he sent us to the jail. And I'm so grateful to God because God didn't allow me to go through all this all alone, because there were 5 brothers along with me. So we were together through the night, singing songs, reading the Bible together, talking about our hearts to each other. And every day some of the disciples would come to the jail to share with us some nice food. It took 4 days for us to get the bail and come out of the jail. The next day we were brought to the court, and there were more than 150 disciples were at the court waiting for us. And I was so much convinced about the love of God and love of disciples through that whole experience. Love of Christ made so much of sense to me that day. He suffered under the struggles. He went on the cross. I just remember the scriptures, blessed are those who are persecuted. I feel so blessed because God chose me to go through this experience in my life, and I'm so grateful to God for that.
They were released on bail after being in prison for 4 nights. Since then, for the next 5 years, they had to report to the police station every first day of the month. This last May, the court finally had a hearing. They were finally declared not guilty. Thank you for keeping India in your prayers.